We have no clue what's happening. Welcome back to another episode of the Run the North podcast. Today, like I said, we have no clue what's happening. We're going to talk about pretty much everything under the sun. Every sport, a little bit of NFL, a little bit of b-ball, a little bit of hockey, maybe some wrestling stuff thrown in there. And I'm assuming the NFL will slip its way in as it always does in this show. So before we get into all that, gentlemen, how we doing?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm so tired too.
Very exhausted.
Yeah.
I was telling Geek and Jake, obviously you were here as well, but Geek was the one engaged with this. I have been fighting OBS nonstop for the past 2 days. I finally conquered it, just in time to realize that I'm way worse at Madden than I thought I was. For the sake of the Madden series I started over on my channel, but it's been an experience I'm learning. See, turns out the whole time, I have two monitors that I have to use to record Madden. I use my main monitor that I just bought. That's the one I'm looking at right now. That is incredible. And then my other monitor is an old Vizio TV, right? It turns out the entire time the Vizio TV cannot support any higher than 30 frames per second. So when I thought everything was fucked and there was something wrong with my settings, my FPS was just set too high. And that's why everything sucked. Because I also found out it was like ready to blow up my CPU and it was overloading the encoder that I was using, which is my graphics card. So that was scary, but I got it figured out. And now I can record at 30 frames per second until I get my second monitor that I'm supposed to be getting here very soon. So, progress.
Dude I forget how technology illiterate you are. It's quite incredible.
I described it to my friend the other day. I'm like a baby learning how to walk right now when it comes to this computer.
It's insane. For you to be younger than me and not know how computer work feels odd.
Well, this is the first time I've ever owned a real computer.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a psycho. Because I used to watch YouTube videos just about how things worked. Like I didn't own a computer until the one I built. And I just built it. That was the first computer I ever had. Like, I don't know.
Instead of watching videos like that, I was watching Brett Coleman. That was my...
Well, see, I want to say that's where you messed up, but maybe not. But maybe. I don't know.
Don't you dare insult Brett Coleman.
Don't you dare. He's not going to come on the show now.
No, no, that was more just insulting Miller.
Ruined.
Yeah, well, you look like a big, stupid, dumb, ugly idiot poop head.
Right.
Oh, my tired brain liked that one.
Oh, you know you'll win. You know you've won the argument when all they can do is call you a poop head.
My tired brain.
I'm doing awful.
That's what the liberal media wants you to think.
I've been sick for like 4 days. It's just the worst. I got one of those fancy old man colds. So
I don't actually think you've been sick, Geek. I think that's just what big illness wants you to think.
Big illness.
Big illness
just wants you to think you've been sick, so you buy more medication.
See, what I'm hearing is you just got a beta-ass immune system.
Okay.
Miller, you know how many times we've come on the show and you've been like, I feel terrible.
Right?
I'm dying.
I still persevere. I'm
here, dog. What are you talking about?
This is a hologram.
This is all over. This is a dream sequence. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
That'd be actually pretty dope. Because if I woke up and felt better, I'd be so happy.
Never mind. You're not asleep. You're suffering. You're suffering. You're suffering. You're suffering.
Ash Ketchum coma theory over here.
Damn, I see how it is. Jake just wants me to suffer. It's quite unfortunate. What did I do to y'all? God damn.
You just look at yourself.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
I'm just
trying to fill time because we don't know what the fuck we're doing today.
This fucking guy.
Okay.
This is how he expects me to act. Is weird like him. Because he popped into my stream the other day, like asking about content creation, and I gave this like deep philosophical answer. No, Miller.
Oh, I did not do that.
I gave some deep philosophical answer, and he was like, I was expecting you to make a joke out of it. I was like, nah, dude. Nah, I got
Yeah,
My bad.
I popped in. I was like, "Why is creating content so exhausting?" He was like, "Because you're playing a character the whole time." And he like genuinely went on this really insightful, thoughtful,
Oh
like
man.
like genuinely changed my perspective on my content type of rant. And I was just like, "Where's the funny?"
Where's the I was like, my bad, dog.
I'm
I
not
fucked up.
laughing. I'm kind of sad. I don't know.
I feel
All
kind
right,
of bad about
Plato,
what just happened.
where's the joke? Where's the comedy? I didn't sign up for fucking Socrates.
I think
My bad, dog.
I think Geek is just a character. I think when we meet Geek in real life, he'll just be like this completely random dude that we've never even.
This is a mask.
Yeah.
No, what's fucked up is I am exactly like the idiot you see on the internet.
Yeah, so am I. Honestly, I don't really change much.
I'm
I
quieter.
I was gonna say
it.
I just like crank it up a couple notches, you know.
No, I mean this is just. I get worse when I'm in person, to be honest.
Oh no,
When I have actual energy to feed off of, it's just it.
I'm terrified. The first ever live episode of Run the North will probably be the last.
Probably.
Oh,
But I would like to point out, because nobody asked me how I was doing, but I'll tell you anyway.
oh,
I like to point out that today I made the conscious decision. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. To see Madam Web, and
Bruh.
let me tell you, and I'm gonna say this now. Everyone has their own opinion about movies. Movies are very subjective.
oh.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I'm
It
positive it wouldn't be that
wasn't
bad.
that bad. Listen, the reviews are terrible. People are hating on it. It's a cool story. It's cool characters. It's just a bit cheesy, and also the main villain. Half of his lines are like recorded after the films were shot.
Yeah.
The scenes were shot, and they don't line up. So half of his lines are like not synced up to his lips, which is
Love
really
that.
really weird. He's also a terrible actor. Not the point. There's that, and yeah, Dakota Johnson isn't a good actor either. None of them are good actors. Sydney Sweeney might be a good actor. I don't even know.
Adam
But-
Scott's not a good actor?
Adam Scott, he was actually really good. He was very good
I
in
was
that.
gonna say.
I didn't know he was in it, and like the first 5 minutes of the movie, he popped in. And I was like, why is Adam Scott in this movie? But he was good. And yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. So there's my Madam Web review. This is a movie podcast now because what
While this
No,
is a movie
might
podcast,
as well be.
Geek, do we want to talk about the same thing here?
I don't know. Go for what you're going for.
Geek, did you watch the Borderlands
No,
trailer?
man.
Oh my god.
Did you watch the trailer?
I didn't actually because I knew it would just
Oh my
make me angry.
Okay. There are so many things wrong with this movie coming out. And all we have is a couple posters and 2 minutes of visual, right? Jake, have you ever played the Borderlands games?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Geek, I assume you have.
Yeah.
Okay. I love Borderlands. It was one of the first like big open world story games I played as a kid, and it's been one of my favorite series. I've played all the games except for 3. I started 3, I got to finish it still. But watching the trailer for that movie, it was like watching a shitty Guardians of the Galaxy fan film where they just ripped the likenesses of the characters and didn't include any of the personality or anything. Like, for example, Roland, they have being played by Kevin Hart. He's like the stereotypical tough guy, straight man who isn't fully no nonsense, but isn't a comedian. And it's
And he's being played by who?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I saw that Kevin Hart was playing Rowan, but I don't know who anybody is, so I
Yeah.
got nothing. Like,
I'm more mad about Claptrap.
Yeah,
I
no-
love Jack Black,
yes.
but Claptrap is gonna be an
why
animated
is he in
character.
everything?
So why not have the original voice actor be Claptrap? Why are we?
Not only that, listen, if you really want to force Jack Black into your video game movie, because that's fair.
Minecraft
Jack
moment.
Black should be in every video game movie.
Sure.
What's the fucking arms dealer? Why can't I think of his
yeah.
name?
I'm not getting there. but
That
yeah.
should have been Jack Black. Like, if
Yeah.
Jack Black has to be in the movie, that's Jack Black.
Like-
Point blank, period. And then they show Lilith. They don't show any of her, like, siren powers. There's no mention of that. Tiny Tina, instead of seeming like a wholesome little psycho, just seems like an angsty 13-year-old,
Yeah.
which is criminal. And
It's gonna
also,
be a horrible movie, dude.
oh, it's gonna be horrific. And Krieg's in the movie, which is weird, timeline wise.
You can't expect a movie studio to understand a video game timeline.
No, I get that. But I'm also very worried that they're going to butcher Krieg horribly because he's such a nuanced and fun character. And I already know Krieg, I'll tell you right now, like I said, the Guardians of the Galaxy thing, Tiny Tina and Krieg are going to be their Rocket and Groot. I'm calling it right now. That's the dynamic they're going to make those two have. And Krieg's just going to be quiet.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get Krieg's fun inner monologue, and that terrifies me. Because that's the fun of the character, is him thinking very profound things and then yelling, I'm the conductor of the poop train.
Yes.
Like,
oh my god. Dude, I love this. Yeah, it's incredible. Krieg's great. I'm the conductor of the poop train. I hate it.
And also, just judging by the characters they picked as like their group, because I get not being 100%. You want to do like an alternate version of the Borderlands story. Sure. People have done that with, a lot of like the Marvel and DC stuff. They take liberties with that kind of thing. If you want to go that route, because apparently this is supposed to be a cinematic universe they're trying to start. So, right, I know. But sure, take liberties with it. The thing that bothers me is this is clearly they just picked the fan favorites from each game for like the main cast.
Yeah.
But there's no Handsome Jack.
Don't
you
need
pick. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you pick all the fan favorites, you don't pick the fan favorite. I'm a little happy because that means they can't butcher them. But I don't know. It's scary. I don't like it. They're gonna ruin it. It's gonna be terrible. I'm still gonna go see it.
True.
You know what they're not gonna ruin?
What?
They are not going to ruin the Minecraft movie starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
I don't think it's going to be any good.
What is gonna even going to be?
I don't know what's going to be about. Okay. Listen, I'm going to say this in the most nice way possible. Jack Black inherently is not built like Steve.
Wait, Jack Black's playing Steve? I thought
the lead in the movie isn't Steve. Jason Momoa is playing the untitled lead, and Steve is a side character who Jack Black is playing. I think Jason Momoa's character is unnamed. I can't remember if he's the lead or if he's not.
Hold on, it's not that I don't believe you, but I need to.
Jack Black is playing Steve. I don't know who Jason Momoa is playing. I think I read somewhere that it's an untitled lead character in the movie.
That's enough. Disband movie studios.
I think it's somebody.
No more movies.
I don't know what they're. It must be somebody getting transported into Minecraft.
Premise:
Jack Black.
A teenage girl and her unlikely group of adventurers must save the overworld. And the Ender Dragon sets out on a path of destruction.
Wait, what?
Girl?
After
is Momoa?
Oh my god! Is this just gonna be fucking Jumanji with The Rock?
Yes.
Who else is in it? Do we know?
So it's Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Danielle Brooks, Sebastian Eugene Hansen,
Danielle Brooks,
Emma Myers, Jennifer Coolidge, Kate McKinnon, and Jermaine Clement.
Kate McKinnon. What is this movie? Who is the teenage girl? It's gonna be Emma Myers. That's crazy.
They started filming.
Who is Jason Momoa?
It doesn't say. The only labeled characters are Jack Black as Steve, Danielle Brooks as Dawn, and Sebastian Eugene Hansen as
I really
Henry.
hope that it turns out this is animated
It's on a Minecraft
or something.
It's not animated. It's live action.
I hope it just is animated.
It might be a combination, like the teenage girls, like live action, but like all the Minecraft people are animated. It might be a combo thing. Oh my gosh, dude! Wait, dude.
If I have to see Jack Black actually as Steve,
the movie opens and you just see Jack Black in like that blue shirt. What? He's gonna look so stupid.
It'll only be okay if like Deadpool walks in and like shoots him and just he wore his brown pants and then that's all we get of Steve. That's all.
No, dude.
I don't.
It's Jack Black. It's going to be a prominent role. Yeah.
This band movie studios. Just no more movies. We're done. We're done. We've lost movie privileges.
Is Jason Momoa going to be fucking Herobrine or something?
He's the untitled lead, dude. he's whatever they want the lead of the movie to be. Is he the Ender Dragon? Is he? It's like a
Who's-
Hobbit situation.
My thing is, if this is animated, right, which would be fine, who the fuck is Jennifer Coolidge playing?
Jennifer,
I saw somebody say all the villagers. Which
in a
would-
live
that
action Minecraft movie,
That works.
Jennifer Coolidge. In the live action Minecraft movie, Jennifer Coolidge. I don't know, like a tree. Like I don't.
As the
Like a
villagers,
talking,
I'm with it.
like a talking tree that they like helps
On
them
the
on
bright
their adventure.
side,
Maybe she's the witches. Just every witch.
on the
She
bright
could be.
side though, the director's the dude who did Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, but has
Surely-
he done anything other than
I was gonna
Napoleon
say, yeah. I mean,
Dynamite?
that's just not.
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah, what's his name? Jared Hess. Yeah. Hold on.
Now that we're a movie podcast, are either of you two Beatles fans at all?
I hate the Beatles.
Can you hate the Beatles?
I have a
Geek?
deep hatred
They're
for the Beatles.
Never
They're
mind.
fine.
Well, I guess the news is that there's a biopic for each of the 4 members coming out
Yeah, they're doing a Beatles cinematic
in
universe.
2027, and they're doing like all the movies from the perspective of a different band member, and
That's kind of dope.
it's a cool concept. Just wait till they do that with a real band.
Okay, so
When are we
for-
getting our Nickelback cinematic universe?
When are we getting the whatever that band Miller likes one?
Leonard
Whatever.
Skinner?
That one, yeah. When are we getting the biopic?
I mean, there's a Leonard Skinner biopic out there, I think.
Freebird?
Also, no. Also, the guy who did Napoleon Dynamite, this Hess fellow, he also did Nacho Libre.
Oh.
So
Which is also Jack Black, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah.
This guy just loves Jack Black.
So,
This guy can't get enough of him.
staying on the topic of not talking sports,
Oh man.
you guys see what are you adding to make this the perfect burger thing going around all day on Twitter?
I don't know why it was going around, but yeah, I did see it.
Am I the
So
only one who sees that burger that they used in the picture and my only thought is cooking a better fucking burger? Because that just looks awful.
I didn't even
That is
see
about
the
to be the
burger
biggest
itself.
piece of dog
Listen,
shit.
if
It's
I have
gonna
to
be so
if I have
dry.
to add something to that specific burger, it would-
A1
it
because
would
it's
just
the only thing
would just
overpowering
be
enough.
a second patty that's a better burger to overpower the taste of the first burger. And then you put your toppings on.
Like, also, go ahead, Miller.
I was just gonna say, for the sake of the argument, imagine this is a better burger. What do you put on the burger to make it the perfect burger?
Yeah, imagine you make
Imagine-
one of your burgers
Yeah,
that you
right.
claim is better than any
Yeah.
food
Geek
that
burger.
Chicago has.
I've already made the
For-
perfect burger. It's called Geeking Out Burger. You add your
Okay, well-
cheese.
Okay.
You add caramelized mushrooms and onions,
Okay.
lettuce, tomato, barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And technically, the
If
way I did
barbecue
it, you don't
sauce
add
wasn't
barbecue
the
sauce. You
worst
cook the
sauce
burger in barbecue sauce.
to ever exist,
Mm.
I would be on board.
It's not. You're on drugs. And to
I
all
have
the lettuce
PTSD.
and tomato haters,
You know this. I've told
lettuce
this
is
story.
the goat.
You're making fun of my trauma. That's not okay.
Jake, what
Dude,
would you
I
put on
don't
the
remember
burger?
the story, but yeah, what are you putting on the burger?
When I was 7 years old, I ate ribs and ate a bunch of barbecue sauce and Texas Roadhouse, and then projectile vomited all over the table.
Oh, that's right. You did. You got sick from the
That's
barbecue sauce.
cringe.
And ever
No,
since I've
why
never
not
been
just
sick.
hate ribs?
Yeah.
Why do you hate barbecue sauce and not ribs? The
'Cause-
ribs are what made you sick.
No, it was the sauce.
It was the bad
Bro got
meat.
bad meat.
7-year-old me thought it was the sauce, and it's been in my head ever since. Anyway, what I'm
Bro got
putting in the
lost in
perfect
the
burger
sauce.
is I don't know, bro. Probably I don't know. I'm a big pickles guy. I'm probably putting pickles on it. I'm a
Those are
pepper jack cheese.
Sure.
And I don't know how well like grilled onions and mushrooms go with pickles, but I do like grilled onions a lot.
Grilled onions would go
burgers.
fine.
So I'll probably throw
Mushrooms,
in grilled onions, and then
I think it would be fine, but I don't know.
outside
Have
of
to try
barbecue
it.
sauce, I'm not really too picky about sauces. So whatever sauce goes best with what I'm describing, I would probably put on it.
I mean,
So-
there's a lot of good choices.
Yeah. So, but Miller, what about you? What do you put on the perfect burger?
So, slapping a slice of American cheese on there.
I agree. That is the American way to make a burger.
A couple strips of bacon.
Okay. Yeah.
Some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Pick a better barbecue, bro.
I love Sweet Baby Ray's.
I'm sorry.
And that is all.
Oh, no, you gotta have
That's a
some
good
veggies
burger.
to cut through on
That's a good
fat,
burger.
man.
That's a good
Nope.
burger.
No
Ugh.
veggies on my burger.
I can't with
That was
you.
one of the funniest interactions. Was Valente did his and didn't put lettuce on it, and Grayson was like, "What about the lettuce? You didn't put the lettuce on the burger." And Valente just quoted it was like, "You think I want healthy things on my burger?"
That's what I'm saying.
No, but you need it. The dynamic of how the lettuce and the tomato cut through the fattiness of the burger and the bacon.
Yeah,
Simply
you can
just
have your
make a less
dynamic.
fatty
I want my
burger.
burger to taste good.
It does
Yeah.
taste good.
I'm
and
an
it's better
American. I don't
dynamic.
care what it does to my body. I want
Exactly.
it to
I'll
taste
deep
good.
fry that shit
You
if I want to.
understand-
Fuck you. That's my
you
right as an
you
American.
Right, I will
understand?
deep fry it, but I'm still putting lettuce and tomato on my fucking burger.
You
This
wouldn't
guy's
deep fry
letting
a
big
burger.
veggies
That's not how
overtake
it
his
works.
hamburger.
Dude, I'm the guy who when
Big
I go
Michelle Obama wants you to believe that you need to eat healthy.
Michelle Obama ruined school lunches.
dude,
Geek is
I'm
the
guy who-
epitome of what Michelle Obama did to
No.
our system.
Geek is Michelle Obama.
No, stop with all that. No, but
If
I'm
the
the guy who,
podcast
like,
did
when I
have a
order,
Michelle Obama, it
no,
would probably
it's
be Geek.
definitely not. If I
Agreed?
were to, no,
Agreed. Okay.
not agreed.
Agreed.
If, like, dude, when I go to McDonald's, I like order my burger on the app and make sure to add lettuce and tomato every time to whatever burger
The
I get.
McDonald's employees are probably sitting there just laughing, like, "You've
Oh,
got to
for
be
sure.
kidding me! This guy
Give
wants
this guy the foot lettuce.
No, that's Burger King,
I
and
know.
I don't eat there.
You get the
Number
McDonald's elbow lettuce.
I'm not a freak. I was having an
Ashy
argument
elbows.
on Twitter with Chicago Muse about that.
Not again.
Have you guys ever heard Robert Downey Jr.'s story about Burger King?
Yeah, it's like the reason he quit
Yeah.
doing
Jake, have you ever
terrible
heard
things.
this story?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Robert Downey Jr. had a drug problem early in his acting
I did
career.
know that. Yeah.
And he said one time he was on a bender where he was off all sorts of shit. And he was really craving a hamburger, so he went to Burger King, got a burger. He said it was the worst thing he had ever tasted. And he was fully convinced that it was the drugs. So because of that burger tasting that bad, Robert Downey Jr. got clean and then celebrated by going to Burger King, got a burger, and it was still shit.
I mean,
And that's genuinely
so in
why
reality, we have Burger King to thank
For
for
Iron
Robert Downey
Man.
Jr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Burger King. You
For
gave
being
us-
Burger
so
King.
ass.
And that's also why, fun fact, cheeseburgers are so important in the Iron Man movies.
Yeah, and he specifically asks for Burger King.
Yeah.
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 Which I love. But no, so Chicago Muse was yelling about Chili's for some reason. He's hating on Chili's. And I know this dude eats Burger King twice a week.
like the
at
restaurant
least.
or the pepper.
The restaurant.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, this dude
Dude,
eats
Chili's
Burger
is-
King, but complains about Chili's. What?
I
What
haven't had
sort of
Chili's
shit is
since I was
this?
probably like 10, but whenever my family would ask me where I wanted to go for food when I was a kid, we would go to his family, I would always say Chili's. I love Chili's.
Chili's and Applebee's are the same thing. They're just mediocre, like diner food, which is okay.
Yeah,
Never
like
had
not too
Chili's.
overpriced.
Right. Like it's the definition of a fast casual place. Like you can
Yeah.
just go there and get like a quick
I mean,
dinner.
if you've
and
had
it's fine.
Applebee's, you've had Chili's. So
That's
Pretty
fair.
much. Though
Yeah.
at least around here our Chili's is better than our Applebee's. But I don't go to either because if I'm in the town where those are, there's a
I
Chinese
think-
restaurant that I love. and
I think
only
I
go
definitely
there.
I think I definitely know which one of ours is better because my entire life, the 21 years I've been living, there have been 2 Chili's that have closed down in my town and 1 Applebee's that has been there since the day I was born. So I think the Applebee's has been kind of running the show over here.
Fair.
Guys,
Oh, sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
We
I
are
was just
30
gonna-
minutes into this
I was just
episode.
gonna ask you guys what you
Oh.
guys think the best fast food burger is, since we're on the topic of burgers.
In-N-Out,
So
unquestionably.
I've never had
okay.
In-N-Out.
Never
so
had
I can't
In-N-Out, so I
say
can't
that.
say In-N-Out.
My top 2 are places. Well, you guys might have had Shake Shack, but
Nope.
no. Yeah.
Chicago.
Shake Shack is my number 2. It's In-N-Out,
That's a
Shake
good
Shack,
one.
and then like
I think Wendy's burgers are pretty good when you catch them on the right day.
I was gonna say lately Wendy's has like
You gotta catch them on the.
season their
So,
food.
okay, listen. Here's the
So,
thing.
like, I'm out.
So here's the thing. National Cheeseburger Day. I'm gonna spin you guys back to National Cheeseburger Day. Me and my friends decide we're gonna get burgers from every fast food restaurant that serves them because they all have like free cheeseburgers for National Cheeseburger Day. We're gonna go to one of my friends' houses and just eat a bunch of cheeseburgers. Okay, it's the most American way to celebrate a holiday, and so we do it. And we got Burger King, we got McDonald's, we got Wendy's, and we got Arby's. Okay, you want to guess what the worst burger of the four of those was? Wendy's was by far the worst burger out of any of those.
Arby's burger is actually really
I
good.
like Arby's, but I've never had
the Arby's burger was good.
I always get chicken from Arby's.
It was Wendy's, and then it was Burger King, and then it was Arby's, and then Arby's and McDonald's are interchangeable.
Huh.
Sure.
But Wendy's,
don't get it twisted.
That burger
I
was
love
terrible,
Arby's.
bro.
I adore Arby's. I've just never had their burgers.
I love Arby's too.
Oh, you better go yell at your boy then.
Who?
Mr. Jarrett Rice.
Why? What did he say?
We never yell at Jarrett. What did he do?
We need to yell at Jarrett. So I yelled about Burger King when Chicago Muse was yelling about Chili's. Jarrett said both are delicious. I posted the gif of Luke Skywalker. You know, amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
Real.
And he's like, the only restaurant I can't respect is Arby's.
Well, I can't give Jarrett too much shit. He just gave
take.
Plasma today. I think he might be loopy.
He's a bit eepy. He's a little eepy. Yeah.
So because my reply was the nail's been in the coffin. I'm never getting a Burger King sponsorship after I made that video.
Yeah,
I mean, this is why everything on the menu and the entire thing was just like, nope. Literally, the worst item at McDonald's is twice as good as the best item here. Burger King gets its own scale of bad.
What's the best item at Burger King according to the Geek and Wonder scale?
The pre-packaged Hershey's like pie.
Oh,
thing.
not those.
Oh, the best like real item?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, there was a burger that we rated.
If you ain't saying mozzarella sticks, you ain't living.
Oh God, those mozzarella sticks are horrible. Go to Arby's for your mozzarella sticks, you freak. What is happening over
I think we need to, if we do ever take this thing on the road and do it live, I think we need to do it or in person. I think we need to do it on the West Coast so me and Miller can try it in and out live on the pod. When I'm not giving an intro, it's just gonna be 3 minutes of me and Miller chewing into our mics, eating in and out while Geek sits there and asks us how it is. And then I intro the show.
Like, dude, it's fucking incredible, isn't it?
And then I intro the show.
And you realize our 3 burgers cost us all of like $8, right? This is incredible.
See, the funniest part is that Geek is like going on and on about In-N-Out, but I've also had people in my life who have gone to the West Coast and had In-N-Out for the first time and been like, it's overrated. It's not as good people say it is, and blah, 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 blah. It's not as good at McDonald's. And so I've heard both ends of the spectrum, which is why, again, I need to try it myself.
I think a lot of people will say that it's overrated and they don't like it entirely just out of the being a contrarian. That's just what humans do.
Probably fair. Yeah.
And I mean, it is very hyped up. So if you have it and you don't think it's the greatest burger you've ever eaten, you may assume it's overhyped when it's like, no, look at it in reality. Compare it to other fast food burgers. It's fucking incredible. Can I make a better burger than In-N-Out? Anytime. Any place. Like,
yeah.
There are levels to this.
I would go to the West Coast to get In-N-Out, or we do the first live episode of Geek's house and he makes us burgers. I'm
down for that too.
Either or. But
the entire episode, you two are sitting on the deck while I'm down at the grill, just fucking cooking up a burger.
Let's talk about sports. I want to ask you guys a question.
Oh yeah. Oh good.
Oh, but I was.
Hold on. You can do your thing after I do my thing. I promise.
Oh good.
Okay.
Have you guys seen anything I've tweeted today?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to give,
but not sporty stuff.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to give you 2 stat lines from 2 different players.
Okay.
I'm going to call them player A, player B, and I want you to tell me who you think each one is, okay?
Okay.
So player A played 60. One of these guys played recently. One of them, this is an older season.
Okay.
Player A played 16 games, threw for 2,474 yards, rushed for 1,039 yards, had an EPA per play of negative 1.0, had 22 total touchdowns and 16 total turnovers. That's player A. Player B played 15 games, threw for 2,242 yards, ran for 1,143 yards, had an EPA per play of .032, had 25 total touchdowns, and had 13 total turnovers. Who's player A? Who's player B?
Go ahead.
Or actually, let me ask you this first. Which player would you rather have?
Player B.
Player B? Okay.
Do you want to guess first, or should I guess first, Geek?
You go ahead.
B is Fields, A is Vic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vic's best year versus Fields' best year.
Michael Vick is the most overrated player.
The second you said the rushing yards part,
I kind of figured that would give it away. But the point I'm trying to make here, the 33rd team posted this because they've had a field suck session all day today, which, fine. I'm glad somebody's acting like he's a person that matters, because I do feel bad for him with the way everything's playing out. But they posted this trying to be like, look, Fields is just as good as Michael Vick. It's like, if anything, I'm coming away from this thinking Vic is worse than I initially thought. And I already thought pretty lowly of Michael Vick.
Yeah, I don't get where the hype for Michael Vick comes from. No, but people are like, but cultural impact. What cultural impact? People treat him like he's Allen Iverson. Like, bro, what?
His cultural impact is he was good in Atlanta. People like Atlanta. And also Madden. That's his cultural
But he was
impact.
never that good in Atlanta. That's the thing.
No,
like,
he wasn't.
Dude, genuinely just give the Falcons Justin Fields for a year and he will have been more impactful in Atlanta than Michael Vick.
Yeah. No, Vic is incredibly overrated. And I'm glad this graphic got posted, because now I have ammo.
Also, Falcons fans are weird. Or just people talking about the Falcons. About how they had Fields as like the best player on their draft board. It's like, that's why they picked a tight end over him. That doesn't make any sense. Like, at least when I say Minnesota had Fields as like their guy, we all know that was true. The Bears just traded up ahead of us. I would still love to let Fields try to be the guy, learn from Cuzzo for a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's a world where the Bears would let us have him. We could offer you pick 11 and they'd be like, nah. Because if Fields ends up being good in Minnesota, that is the worst thing that could ever happen to the Bears.
Yeah. No, I think
they would take a 7th round pick if the only other offer was Minnesota. They'd just be like, literally anybody help.
He's either a Steeler or a Falcon. That's where I'm at right now.
I need him to be a Falcon.
Yeah, I think
Russ can be a Steeler.
I think the Steelers is Russ, and I think the Falcons is Kirk.
No,
I'm not sure where Fields goes.
I need it to be Fields.
I think the Steelers makes too much sense for Russ. I mean, they literally were like, we want to bring in a veteran presence to compete for the quarterback job, and that's exactly what Russ is. And he'd win it. In his current state, he'd be their quarterback.
Easily.
And Kenny Pickett can learn from one of the best.
Plus, I think him and Arthur Smith would work together very well. I think Russ got what Arthur Smith wants.
Yeah, But before we get into the NFL, new segment on the show, we started this last week. Jake talks hockey. So in order to educate our audience and to educate these boys about some hockey, I'm going to ask you guys who you think is leading all 4 divisions. And I want a guess from each of you, no matter how ridiculous the guess is. Geeks will be a lot closer than Miller's will be, because he probably can't even name 4 teams from the NHL. But
I can name 4 teams, but I couldn't tell you who's in what division.
So, if you guys had to guess, who do you think is leading the Atlantic Division in the Eastern Conference of the National Hockey League right now?
The Eastern?
The Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division.
Ooh. The Bruins.
They're in second.
They're
in second.
I got the conference right.
I mean,
you got the division and the conference right, yeah.
I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to go with the Penguins for fun.
The Penguins are in second to last in their division and also not in the Atlantic.
Let's go.
Second to last in the division and not in the Atlantic. The team in first place in the Atlantic Division, the Florida Panthers. Congratulations, Florida. The Florida Panthers. You are in
Carolina,
first place.
silly.
And
they were not first in their division.
Moving on. The Metropolitan Division in the Eastern Conference. Who do you think is leading that?
Metropolitan?
the fucking.
Think of the
Okay.
first city you can think of. The first city you think of when you hear the word metropolitan, you'll probably get it.
Oh,
And
Is it
on
the Rangers?
It is the Rangers. It is the
Okay.
Rangers. Moving on to the Western Conference, if you had to guess who's leading the Central Division in the Western Conference, who do you think it is? This is the team that plays in.
is it the Avalanche?
They are in second.
Damn. Okay.
They are in that division, so good job.
The
Yeah.
Central Division.
Well,
huh?
the only reason I knew that is because the Wild are also in that
Okay.
division.
All I know is Okay,
Oh,
the
they're just
Blackhawks are.
second
This
to
is
last.
also the Blackhawks division.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not in first because Connor Bedard was hurt, and he's the only
They
thing they have.
are in last. Yeah, they are in last.
Okay.
Yeah, because the
By a good
Wild
bit.
are second to last, I believe.
Third
What's
to
the
last.
conference called
Coyotes.
again?
Ah.
Central?
Central Division.
So it would be like Central America, right?
Yeah. I'll even
What's
give you
Dallas'
this team
the
play.
Stars?
He's right. He's 2 for 3.
That's
He's 2 for
insane.
3. And now finally, the Pacific Division. Who would you say is leading the Pacific
Well, we
Division?
know it's not.
I
the
said this
Sharks.
last week. I
You
said this
did.
last week.
Oh, then I know who it is.
This
I
team is
remember
the
this.
best team in hockey.
I
said
remember.
this during the segment last week. Yes,
Who is
Miller.
it?
Hold on. It's the Canucks.
Oh yeah,
Miller
it is.
goes 3 for 4 in NHL division leaders. What?
Supposedly, I know puck.
Bro just did a really good job at listening last
And
week.
he was one
listen.
spot off from the
Hey.
first division.
So one of two things, Geek. Either I know puck or I'm a great listener. So, ladies, hit my line.
All right.
I'm not gonna say it. We're gonna move on.
Since he's opening it up, I'm gonna leak his phone number right now.
Valid.
Since he's saying to hit his line, let's
Don't
just
give
leak his
Grayson
phone
my
number.
phone number.
Oh wait, he doesn't have
doesn't
it. I'm
have
gonna
it?
tell him right now.
Oh, I'm gonna DM it to him.
Do not give Grayson my phone
You're
number.
I'm gonna go tweet it on my private Twitter. Just your phone number.
You're gonna get a phone call from Grayson in approximately 5 minutes. He would like to have a conversation with you, but the current
Hello,
state of the
Miller.
Bears.
Hello, Miller.
Is that what he sounds like? I haven't heard
little
Jason
bit,
speak in a
little
while. I haven't heard him speak in a while. I choose not
Miller.
to. I choose not to listen.
Valid, fair
All
point.
right, time
Speaking
for
of
my
speaking
segment.
of Grayson speaking, before you can get in your segment in a second.
Okay.
Speaking of Grayson speaking, does the Bear Down Boys exist anymore?
Ooh,
It does not exist anymore. Okay.
it died.
It died. They forgot about it. They
Schedule
forgot it.
hard.
Brother.
And yet here we are.
Well, listen, when Grayson has the most butt-fuck backwards schedule that any human being has ever had, shit's gonna fall apart.
I'm gonna be honest though, it's easier to plan anything with Grayson than it is to plan it with you, Miller. My God.
How?
Yeah, Miller's the problem.
Who pretends
Miller's
you're
the
busy
problem.
all the time.
Miller's the problem.
Pretends
It's
I'm
not
busy.
me who's busy all the time. It's Miller, not me. Everybody focus your
I
attention
am
on
not
Miller.
referring to just this podcast, Jake. This
Oh.
podcast
Anyways,
is mostly
what's
a
in
you
the
issue.
Pokeball? What's in the
Oh!
football?
Yes. I forgot about this segment.
This
This is
fucking
good.
show, dude.
I love
Oh
this
my
What's in the
segment.
God.
quick
This is my
ball?
favorite segment. Okay, we can
Captain
ask.
America.
No, don't guess yet. We can ask yes or no
Okay.
questions.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it from a movie franchise?
Franchise, no.
So
But
it's
from a movie.
It is involved in a movie, yes.
Would this movie be considered in the action genre?
Certainly.
Okay. Is it a movie about superheroes?
Just a gun.
Not particularly.
Is it a movie about police
What?
officers?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Is it does this movie have one central villain? Or is it a lot of tiny villains?
It has a central villain, but there are other antagonists.
Hold on. I just want to back it up here because I'm confused. What was your when asked if it was about superheroes, you said not primarily. What?
Not particularly.
But
What does that
does the
mean?
movie have superheroes in it at all?
No.
Then what the fuck
what
does
does it
not
mean by
particularly mean?
particularly?
You'll see.
Dude, it's gonna be some bullshit. Like it's like
does
a
this
Punisher
movie,
skull, and
in
I'm
your
gonna fucking
opinion-
cry.
In your opinion, does this movie star an A-list actor?
Yeah, I'd say he's an A-lister.
It's a he.
But I don't
Okay,
know if I
perfect.
trust Miller's opinion.
Would the general public consider this actor an A-list actor?
I would hope so.
Does this movie star Jake Johnson?
It does not.
Okay.
Jake Johnson's
I
not.
said
is
I
what level
just had to throw that one out there. Does it star Jack Black?
No. Although
Does
it feels like a movie that he would fit in very well.
Does it star Ryan Reynolds?
No. But it's a Ryan Reynolds type.
Does it star an actor over the age of 50?
I don't think he's over the age of 50. Maybe
So it's not
he's
Will
like.
Ferrell.
Hold on, let me check.
Man, this is a tough one,
dude.
No, he's 43, so not over the age of 50.
I'm so lost. I'm
out.
I'll just tell you right now, y'all made a mistake quickly.
So
by sticking with movie,
the genre. Is it a TV show?
Is it like a TV show too?
There have been TV shows that relate to it, but yeah, actually, this would be in a TV show. There's a very popular TV show that this is featured in.
Is it Marvel?
No.
DC?
No.
Is it?
What the fuck is going on?
Is it currently streaming on Paramount Plus?
No, it's currently streaming on a different service.
HBO.
And it's original to that service now.
Netflix.
Is it a Netflix original?
Stranger Things.
I got nothing.
Related to that, yes.
It's related to Stranger.
Oh, is it a Demogorgon?
No.
Oh.
Jake Demogorgon in Stranger Things.
I got nothing, dude.
It's related to Stranger Things, but it's not. Okay, just reveal it, Miller. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
no final guesses.
My final guess related to Stranger Things. My final guess, if it's starring David Harbour,
is it D20?
Yes.
Let's go.
What's a D20? Yeah, hold on.
Nice, bro.
Man, I don't. Oh man.
Jake's so mad.
You think Chris Pine is an A-list actor?
Chris Pine isn't an A-lister?
No.
Chris Pine is C.
Really?
B, maybe.
Chris
Pine has been in like 3 movies in the past decade.
I'm giving him like an F.
That makes me sad. I really like Chris Pine.
Oh, I really don't.
The second you said A-lister, Chris Pine
was
immediately not in my mind. Like I had no thought of Chris Pine whatsoever.
He's a charismatic fella.
He just seems. And
I'd like to point out, very fittingly, I have Chris Pine from the movie next to the quick ball.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this what's in the quick ball segment's a pretty big hit. I think we're really onto something with the.
See,
right,
we need Jake to cut it up into the TikTok for the week.
I'll do that.
Pokeball.
I also need to confront Miller about something.
Go ahead
quickly. So I texted Miller, right? I said, "Hey man, no rush at all, but if you have that clip of me calling Geek, why don't you send it my way?" Want to guess how long ago that text was?
A week.
Probably been a week, or maybe
it's probably been no rush.
A week, but I don't even think he's read it. I don't think he knew that text existed until I said that.
You did say no rush.
I did say no rush, but that did not mean you should just not respond for a week.
Hey, you said no rush. I'm going to take my time with
Bro left him undelivered.
That's it. I'm going to edit the text. That's it. I'm going to gaslight him. I'm going to gaslight him.
Nice.
I got to hurry up.
I'm going to gaslight him. I got to find it. See, it's Thursday, so it hasn't been a week yet. Oh, now he read it at 11:02 p.m. tonight.
Fuck, I forgot to tell you when you read it.
Bro forgot about red receipt.
I also can't edit it because it's been more than 15 minutes. I forgot about that feature. Still, I'm angry. Just had to call Miller out on that before Geek does his whatever segment he wants to do tonight.
Oh, yeah. No, we're doing Geek Talks Wrestling because wrestling is cool. And Elimination Chamber is happening this weekend, which is going to be fun. We're apparently removing. Really, I had to deal with your shitty fucking stuff, but you don't want to listen to Elimination Chamber.
I was going to do it, then I realized the last time we did that was when he was going to talk about Justin Jefferson for MVP, and he actually got really, really mad at us for doing it.
It was fucked up. I listened to all your bullshit.
So
Just let me
I
talk
ultimately
wrestling.
decided against it. Go for it.
No, but it's gonna be fun. I hate that they changed the names because it's no longer a pay-per-view. They call it a premium live event because they're on streaming services, so you don't pay for it like a pay-per-view. I hate it. Yes. Yeah. No, it's on Peacock. It's on Peacock.
It's streaming on
I
Paramount.
don't know. Paramount Plus and Peacock are apparently supposedly like joining forces now, so I guess it's the same thing.
Paracock. Or Piedmont.
P-Mount.
God,
So
my hat's
I don't know. Do you guys like the UFC? What's up, Jake?
Angry.
Why?
Dungeons and Dragons movie is on Paramount Plus.
It is?
Oh no. Miller lied to Jake.
Well, to be fair,
Dungeons and Dragons movie is on Paramount Plus.
When you said exclusively streaming on Paramount Plus, we moved off the movie and onto Stranger Things, in my defense.
No, that happened later.
Shut up, liberal.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. That's almost as bad as being called a poopy head.
Editor, can you the clip where I called Geek a poopy head so this can be like a Family Guy cutaway?
I kind of think Geek's the conductor of the poo train.
All right, anyways, Geek, talk about
my God.
WrestleMan.
So the UFC and WWE like now are both owned by the same parent company.
Are they gonna kiss?
Maybe. But the UFC light heavyweight champ, one of their champions, I don't know who. I know nothing about the UFC. He used WWE TV to call out Conor McGregor, which is cool. Yeah. What?
Jake thought you were talking about Conor McGregor.
Oh, I was done.
I guessed McGregor, and then my Wi-Fi died, and I didn't hear you say anything else, and I thought I was right.
Conor McGregor called himself out on WWE TV.
No, somebody called out Conor McGregor on Raw. Because they're both owned by the same parent company now. Apparently, the UFC fighters are just going to use WWE television to yell at each other, and I think that's fucking hilarious. That's just incredible. But the Elimination Chamber's happening in Australia, which is just going to be incredible. Give me an over-under on how many times the crowd starts chanting "cunt." What do we think? Give me the over-under.
17.
That's fair.
0.5.
That's fair, Jake. What do you over? This dude's calling me. Why?
I have a question.
What's up, dude?
What's an Elimination Chamber?
I hate it here. Oh my God. Miller is in the right to walk away after that one, dude.
It's a genuine question. I don't know.
So the Elimination Chamber is the name of this pay-per-view or premium live event. I still hate calling them that. But it goes after the name of a specific match, the Elimination Chamber, in which there are 6 participants. 4 of them get locked in these little pods.
Oh.
So the match starts with 2 people wrestling, going about, and then every couple of minutes, one of the pods opens and another wrestler joins in, and it's this whole big fucking thing. What's up, Miller? Needed to hear the can open. Miller is a can opener.
Is Miller drinking his second can of Coke since this recording started?
Yeah.
Actually, when I started, the other one was halfway done. So this is my first and a half.
But it's also his 4th on the day.
Probably exceeded that by now. I have a
problem. How many cans of Coke can Miller do in one episode?
I mean, if I really wanted to push it,
if he tried, yeah.
Easy.
When we did that 4-hour recording, how many cans of Coke did you drink?
Don't remember.
4-hour recording. This is what happens when I'm not there.
Yeah, the episodes just go on forever.
I didn't listen to a single second of it, so I don't know if it. Oh,
he's not sponsored, by the way.
He's eating the Mr. Beast candy bar. He's eating the Mr. Beast candy bar.
The peanut butter candy bar. Shit goes crazy.
Dude, don't show it to Geek. He'll die. Don't even. He can't even look at that. What are
Geek,
you
are you
doing?
allergic to peanuts?
You trying to kill him?
How did
He
you
is,
not?
right?
We've had
Because
this
you are.
conversation
Yeah, I knew
multiple
this.
times.
Yeah,
I don't think this
I
has
know my
ever come
friend.
up.
It has, because that's why I hate on Five Guys so much.
We talked about this,
And I
This might
literally
have been
told
like
the story about how I almost died in the mall that one time.
Oh
been a
yeah,
couple
you
ep-
did. I do remember that now.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. This is definitely a conversation that exists somewhere in
See,
the RT
Jake-
universe.
Jake is a good friend. He remembers that I would die. I can't smell it or taste it. I think I'm pretty
See-
good from here.
See, Geek lives in Wyoming and has a peanut allergy.
Ugh.
David lives in Maryland and likes the Bears. See, I'm a good friend.
Nice.
You know about me what all of Twitter knows about me.
I don't know. Twitter probably thinks you're a Packers fan. I don't know why. But just,
I think Caleb Williams is a Packers fan, so
true.
He also thinks Jordan's better than LeBron.
I
Man,
like
so
this
he's
guy.
just full of
I
wrong
like
opinions,
this
huh?
kid. QB1.
That being said, Jake, name one thing about me that Twitter doesn't know.
Twitter doesn't know.
Oh, I could name a few, but
I
I'm
don't
not
know
gonna
if
because it would
Twitter
be
knows
rude.
that you go to Frostburg State University.
Ooh,
Did you just
Probably
dox
not-
me?
That's probably not a. Probably not a.
you just talked.
That's probably not a very well-known fact on
No,
Twitter.
you've definitely talked about the fact that
they
you go to
probably-
school there.
No,
They-
back during the 2020 draft, I made a fake draft.
Oh
list
yeah,
of
they
myself
probably
and
don't
Bob.
know that your social security number is.
I was really hoping.
You know what Twitter doesn't know?
Try to look it
You know
up.
what Twitter, yeah, I'll tell them something they don't know. Miller, give me 1 second.
Oh no. Back to
I'll tell them something Twitter
okay.
doesn't know. 301.
Congrats on knowing the Western Maryland area code.
Oh, I've got 6 more.
Well, no, hey, 6 more wouldn't get them your number. 6 more, they'd still need to figure out one number somewhere.
No, he's got 7. Yeah, I'll give him the next 6. I'll let him guess.
Then they gotta guess.
I want to hear something. You gotta have something.
I actually do,
Me?
but I'm not gonna say it because most of the things I know that Twitter doesn't are straight up things he's been like, we're not gonna talk about this on the internet.
What do I know about that Twitter doesn't? I mean, I
had to save his first D&D character because he got murdered by a goblin really quick.
there's probably something rattling around in my
My
head.
second D&D character, actually.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Damn.
Dino's never
Portal.
died.
You,
Bros just got
I do know your address because you doxed yourself in the Run the North group chat, so I could say that. I guess. Do you want the phone number or the address? You have to pick.
We're selling Miller Football's phone number and address.
Are you
Place your
genuinely?
bids in the
See, here's the thing, dude.
comments.
You're not like a private person.
I know.
You
Right.
share so much with Twitter.
I was just being funny. I didn't.
And
think
you
this was
also
gonna be a
hate
whole
me.
bit.
No, the only reason I have anything is because after you record a 4-hour scuffed as and you get into like things, you say things, and then you're like, wait, I'll tell you that story off of video, and then that's how I find out things.
I was gonna say, Geek knows about my less than favorable high school days.
Ooh, I do.
I figured that's what you were referring to.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot I was referring to.
Oh,
We've
you know
had
what
some
Twitter
really
doesn't know?
deep and weird
I bet Twitter doesn't
conversations.
know you saying bass in choir. You don't talk about that. They
That's
probably-
true. I
They
did
can-
sing.
They can
bass in
probably
choir.
assume, but they
There
don't
you
know
go.
that. There we
I don't know,
go.
I feel like my voice is relatively high for a bass.
You were
Like my
bass 1
speaking
too.
voice.
You
Yeah.
were bass 2.
Which, ironically, now if I were to sing, I sing baritone.
But
It's supposed to usually go the other way, but
Because see what happened. Fun story for you, Geek. I know you're trying to talk about WWE. Quick story. The reason I sang bass in choir is because I started off zero confidence as a singer, so I would sing quiet and I would sing low because I didn't think I could hit high notes. And then as time went on, I gained more confidence. I tested my range more, and I realized I could hit higher notes. So I have a wider range than I think people would expect, but I would be more of a
Fair.
baritone if I were to get cast. For something.
Interesting. Bro
Yeah.
has confidence.
I
to
sang tenor 1, so my range is about what
Which-
you expect.
I know that, which blows my mind because you have the deepest tenor 1 speaking voice I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. No, I don't know. It just
What do
my
you like?
singing-
Suck your nuts up in your stomach when you sing?
I don't know what it is, dude. I always had like the highest voice out of anyone in high school, the highest range.
That's wild.
That's wild.
But yeah,
Run the North album coming soon.
yeah, the Christmas album would go crazy. Just saying.
Unironically. No,
I
need to get back
don't
into
know if
theater,
it would.
You don't have to sing. You can make music or something.
You can
dude.
make
You can
music.
rap.
Yeah.
God.
What's a good Christmas song to rap? That
Yeah, I have no
fire
idea.
around?
When I was in show choir, my junior year, I rapped "Twas the Night Before Christmas" for
Y'all
our
ever
show
have
choir
to-
concert.
There it is.
Y'all
Geek.
for your choir concerts ever have to sing a Justin Bieber song?
No, thankfully.
We had to
I
sing
sang,
Mistletoe the one year.
My favorite song that I ever sang in choir was in select choir in my sophomore year. We sang
In what?
Select choir.
Slut choir?
Select.
I heard
Oh.
it too, Miller.
No,
I was like, damn, you got
No, that was-
horribly miscast.
that was senior year.
Horribly
Um,
miscast.
But yeah, when we sang All Star by Smash Mouth as an English
Amazing.
madrigal, and
That's
so it was
awesome.
like
Okay.
yeah, it was like a really like contemporary choiry version of All Star. It was awesome.
My favorite choir song we ever did, I can't remember the title of it, but we sang an Irish sea shanty, and it was just,
Oh, that's sick.
and it was so fun. We also did Bohemian Rhapsody one year, which was really cool.
So did we.
because
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting to be a bass one in Bohemian Rhapsody was cool as fuck. Getting to do
Yeah.
the deep parts in that song. Oh man, I miss choir. I miss performing, dude. I really do. I
Dude,
need
I'm
to-
telling you. So here's what we do: we drop the album, we go on the road, we do the show live, and there's an audience, right? So we're doing the show on like a stage, and we're doing the show. At the end of the show, we turn all the recording stuff off, and we all grab like some individual mics, and we just go ham on like one of the Christmas songs. You know what
Now,
I'm
see,
saying?
y'all are singing. I'm just gonna do a like 15-minute comedy set. It'll be pretty
What's
great.
even better, what we should do is we should buy the rights to perform a musical.
Oh, God.
Cast all
What?
of like our
No,
circle
no,
in
see,
said
I know.
musical.
I
Miller,
will just write one.
That
And
also
y'all
works.
idiots can perform it because I can't perform shit, but I'll write it. I'll be
Listen,
the only
bro.
writing credit. I'll take it.
here we buy the. Never mind, I can't say that.
Nope. We're moving on. You know
I
what?
was gonna
the
say we
most-
buy the rights to Hamilton, but we couldn't do Hamilton.
Not only can we not do it, we cannot afford the rights to him.
True.
Fine, we'll buy the rights to like I don't
Heather.
know.
Avengers the
Heathers.
The Geek
musical.
could be Heather Chandler.
No, stop it. I don't want to be
Could
here.
you imagine? It's just everything else is regularly casted, but Geek is just. Oh
Get it
man,
here.
that's so. He's got the hair.
Why do I get
Jake, we
bullied
can be
on
Kurt
my
Graham.
own show?
You want to be Kurt and Graham?
We can
I
be
don't-
Kurt and Rand.
I don't want to die.
Sorry, too late.
Death is temporary. You come back as a ghost later.
Well,
on.
that's just not true.
It is
In
the
this show, it
future.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All humans have.
Heather
exactly
Chandler
two
dies and
things
she
come.
comes back. Spoilers for Heather's, by the way.
Actually, that
Heathers.
is a really funny way to transition. Speaking of Heathers, that's what my senior recital was. What's like the song where he gets all psychotic and angry at the end? that one.
At the end,
Meant to be yours. Yeah, that
Banger.
one. I
Love
sang that
that
one for my
song.
senior recital.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That one
See,
hurts.
We were supposed to have senior solos for my choir, and we got robbed of them because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I was gonna sing "Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner, and I'm so mad because no one ever did musicals. Everyone did pop songs and shit. So I was gonna do "Simple Man" because it was the most singy Leonard Skinner song, and also like the importance and whatnot. I was either going to do that or I was going to sing "Fly Me to the Moon." And you can ask Grayson and Caleb and them. I can kill some Frank Sinatra.
Why do they know? What do you?
Because in D&D I have sang Frank Sinatra while DMing for them.
So wouldn't? Oh, okay. Let's just say wouldn't Geek know.
No, not in that campaign, unfortunately. But I have sang some Frank Sinatra. Geek, anyways, WWE. I'm sorry we kind of.
Are we still on Geek Talks Wrestling?
So
Yeah,
sorry.
you guys never let me finish a sentence.
How
Not
did we
one
get
time
here?
yet.
Wow, I gotta rewatch this episode and see where this went off the rails. I don't know what happened.
It went off the rails from the start. Geek,
Yeah.
WWE, Australia.
So you know what the most annoying thing about pro wrestling is in the year of our Lord 2024?
People
John
thinking
Cena.
it's fake.
No, wrestling's weird because it's not fake, but like it's scripted, but it's like. Yeah, a lot of those moves don't do exactly the thing that you think they do. They're obviously not like full force punching each other in the face.
Shit.
Obviously. Oh, it can happen because you fuck it up, But like the certain things, the chops across the chest. I mean, look at them after the match is over and how fucking bloody their chest.
Right.
Like they're still taking bumps. It's just, yeah, it's not the UFC, and I understand that, but like. Some of that shit's still wild. Go jump off a 20-foot ladder like Jeff Hardy and tell me that doesn't hurt, you freak. But the most annoying thing is Logan Paul is actually really good at wrestling.
Like in high school, yeah.
He's like insanely good, and he's incredible on the mic, and it bugs me. Because I hate having to like when people are like Logan Paul sucks. It's like no, he's actually incredible, and it's the worst.
When you say on the mic, do you mean like when they rap, or do you mean like actually like talking shit?
Most wrestlers don't rap. It's just
that's just like a
and,
Cena thing.
Yeah, that was just a Cena thing.
Okay. I was just making.
Or,
well, I know,
there are
like,
other characters who have done it.
Sure. I know. I just didn't know if it was like a widespread thing or not.
No, Dr. Thugonomics, Cena, incredible. Yeah. So Logan Paul's really good, but yeah, I don't know if Miller caught me actually explaining what the Elimination Chamber was, but the Elimination Chamber, 2 chamber matches, those should both be fun, both deciding opponents for WrestleMania. I should probably give predictions since I'm not going to do it anywhere else. So tag team title match, you've got the Judgment Day versus the worst name I think I've ever heard for a tag team. They got a new name. The New Catch Republic. The fuck is that?
Is that like a play on Czech Republic?
I would hope not. Both dudes are English. I don't. Well, I'm going to take the Judgment Day because there's no way you let the New Catch Republic win anything. So give me the Judgment Day. You got Rhea Ripley. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I personally prefer the Banana Republic.
Valid.
That was the whitest thing I think I've ever said.
I love it. Then we got Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. I mean, the only answer here is Rhea Ripley.
That's the one that Grayson's in love with.
Grayson's in love with basically all of the females in WWE.
Mommy?
No, that is just what. That's like her.
I'm sorry, what?
Her character.
Oh, here
Mommy.
I was thinking Grayson's just aggressively down bad.
Back in like the 90s and early 2000s, there was a wrestler named Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace. He went by Poppy.
So it's not mommy, it's mommy.
Yeah,
like Hispanic.
M-A-M-I. Yeah. Mommy.
Okay.
Even though Rhea Ripley's Australian, but that's so okay. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio were like great friends.
That one.
Yes. Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic, is in the Judgment Day. He's like
that one.
in a fake relationship with Rhea, right? So there was like this whole storyline of like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. They had a match for the custody of Dominic. This was a real thing in like 2004.
Sick.
So it's all like a play off kind of the same story from back then. So she's mommy. Yes. So no, Grayson is just aggressively
getting
down
clipped.
bad, but
Yeah.
that's not why he calls her that. That is just her thing. But I don't know. She's held the title for almost a year, and I don't see a world where you take the title off of her before WrestleMania, especially since you've been teasing her versus Becky Lynch, which would be an incredible match. Becky Lynch is one of the participants in the women's elimination chamber, and she probably wins. So we get Rhea versus Becky. The men's elimination chamber features a lot of people. I would assume Drew McIntyre wins, and then somewhere in that match, Logan Paul is going to screw LA Knight, and that's going to lead to LA Knight and Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
What?
Not like that, you freak. Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I mean, hey, I'm no hate, but on TV,
Get your mind out of the gutter. That's not
on television.
this man's. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I don't know. Drew McIntyre probably wins that. I can't wait to convince you two to start WrestleMania. We should just do a live stream of the three of us watching WrestleMania on YouTube. It'll be great. Sorry, I need 2 nights of you watching wrestling. What are you doing? You like texting Jake?
No, it was just on my phone. I was saying this would be Jake and I the whole time.
Nah, you gotta watch every time you're on your phone. We're putting those shock collars on you every time you're on your phone. You get shocked until you put it down. I think we lost Jake.
Yeah, I think we did too.
So that's incredible. I don't know. Miller, I genuinely think you'd love wrestling if you got into it.
I might.
If you gave it a shot, I think you would. I get not wanting to, though, because, Grayson loves it. You don't want to have more reasons to talk to him.
Right.
So I get it.
No, genuinely, though, I'm sure I would. It's just one of those things that I never got into. It is what it is.
We could get you into it, though.
I think it might be a little late for me.
Nah, it's never too late.
I think it's a little too late, brother.
It's great time to get into it, though. You gotta.
But Hulk Hogan isn't there anymore.
That's a good thing. He's a shitty person.
Is he?
Yes.
I thought he was just the brother guy.
No, he's a piece of shit.
Aw.
Yeah.
There's no John Cena.
I mean, he's still around. He was literally just back for the entirety of the strikes. He just was back full time, showing up at shows. It was incredible. Cena the GOAT, man. Cena the GOAT.
What about
Can't wait for him to say there's no, and it's just a current wrestler again.
There's no Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, there is. He's incredible.
No, there's no Macho Man Randy Savage.
True.
He's not a piece of shit, is he?
I don't think so.
Okay, that was my uncle's favorite. My uncle used to like wrestling when he was little. The only reason I know that is because my mom said he broke several bunk beds trying to
As you should.
People. But he Macho Man was his favorite.
I don't know. As far as I know, I don't know anything about.
To this day, at almost the age of 50, I have seen this man go, "Yeah, brother." I think that's what Macho Man. Or no, he goes, "Oh yeah," right?
Ooh, yeah.
Right? I don't know. I'm brothers Hulk Hogan. I don't know why I tried to force
that
Hulk
whole
Hogan
era
and
was that whole era said brother.
Oh, really?
Kinda.
I thought
Hogan was the biggest guy.
Wasn't trying to think of other wrestlers that could have existed. Wasn't Andre the Giant a wrestler? Or is he like an actual wrestler's rude? Like
No, he was in WWE.
No, he was.
He had matches with Hulk Hogan. That's like one of the most famous things from Hogan's career is him body slamming Andre the Giant.
He body slammed him?
Oh yeah.
Blood body slammed the Green Giant.
The Green
motherfucker
Giant.
from the Peas.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Dude, there have literally been matches of a wrestler against God. This is an actual thing. God was a straight up character for a while.
Who portrayed God?
Nobody.
What was it? Just
But
a
also,
disembodied voice?
it
Or
was a whole
or was it
thing.
something like really meta where they're like kneeling and like yelling to the heavens and no one responds and they're fighting with their inner demons?
I don't think it was that deep.
Oh, that's lame. It should have
Who
been
had the match against God? Now I can't even remember.
Hulk Hogan.
Shawn Michaels and God versus Vince and Shane McMahon.
Vince McMahon fought God?
Yeah, and more ridiculously, the McMahons won.
How big did your ego have to be to say, I'm going to put in the script that I beat God?
Hey, at least we pinned Shawn Michaels and not God, right?
So no one portrayed God. So what was it? Just what's his name running around against two people?
Yeah.
Or would he just be like, I call upon thee, and then like get a boost and like throw somebody? Like the fucking summon in South Park, the Stick of Truth.
I don't know. This was before I watched wrestling. I just know God existed as a character.
Take that, atheists.
The God written by Vince McMahon is not a God that I think I want to support.
Jake's gone, so
yeah, he's out.
How long have we been recording?
A little over an hour, but we should probably talk about footballs.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know. First of all, baseball uniforms, Fanatics. Why do they exist as a company?
I don't know, man.
Because you've seen like how my Justin Jefferson jersey's peeling because Fanatics is ridiculous.
My Komet jersey came like that.
Dude, I don't get how every single major company uses Fanatics. Yet every single product Fanatics has ever made is bad. It can't be that cheap because you can just use those fake Chinese sites and buy jerseys that are stitched for cheaper. And somehow all of them are better quality because Fanatics just sucks.
Yeah.
Like the fucking baseball uniforms. Yeah, they look bad and the stitching's awful, and their own customer support reps are commenting on MLB players' photos of their own actual uniforms and going, wow, we're sorry we sent you such a shit one. Reach out to customer support. It's like, shouldn't have to. I am a fucking MLB player. This is my uniform and it's this bad. No, if you look at a side-by-side comparison of like what the jerseys look like last year to this year, it's disgusting. The names are smaller. The fonts have changed. They're hard to read. They look like you bought a shitty knockoff.
Yikes.
And then the pants are just see-through.
I saw that. That's weird.
Make sure you wear compression shorts because otherwise you're just showing dick out there.
I was just say I saw one person say, how did they put it? They said one bad fart and it's all over. Or something to that effect.
Yeah. So
baseball. Bad sport.
No, don't do that. Baseball's
bad
incredible.
Sport. I blame
Fanatics.
Fanatics has ruined baseball.
Dude, there's my YouTube video for next week. How Fanatics has ruined baseball.
God,
no, actually, hopefully next week we're gonna be able to record Dudes Naming Dudes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. It's gonna be fun.
What was I gonna say? I gotta start coming up with video ideas because I can't just watch film from the week's games prior and be like, "Oh yeah, YouTube video."
You can,
but there's no games anymore, so I can't be like, "Yes, who played?"
But you can always just do look backs at like.
Well, I mean, and that's what I gotta do. I just gotta decide what players I'm gonna be looking back at.
Just look back at Justin Jefferson. Dude played 8.5 games and fucking had 1,000 receiving yards.
No, see, I like talking about underrated players. I don't like talking about
underrated. People still think Tyreek Hill's better, so underrated.
Okay,
he is
under the radar. I guess
pretty under the radar too. No,
like I'll put it this way:
dude,
the 2 videos I have planned coming up,
the Vikings are freaking me out.
The next 2 videos I have planned, or not next 2, but like the 2 that I have planned are Greg Dortch and Jervon Dexter.
Nice.
Like, and then like
Ooh.
my most viewed film review is talking about guys on the Chiefs that nobody's ever.
You know what
heard
I want
of,
to see?
and also Leo Chanel. What?
Josh Medalis.
Ooh, I could do that.
Mr. Every Position.
I
Literally.
could swing that.
There's your title. Josh Medalis, the NFL's everyman. I mean, he's the only dude who played nose tackle and outside corner.
Add that to the list. Because I do want to do two like college film breakdowns, but the only problem is, fuck, whatever conference USC is in.
Yeah.
What I think, what are they?
I don't know college
Either way,
conferences.
they don't let you use their film at all.
Love
Like
that.
they will copy strike your video.
Nice.
So I don't want to touch that, but I also like I want to do a Drake May video at some point. I want to talk about Braylon Allen, but I just haven't had the time to like pull together clips, which has been tough. And I'm really starting to get into doing the whole Madden thing, but Madden's making me suffer because I fucking hate playing that video game sometimes, except when I don't. Because like I have a lot of cool ideas for the series that I'm doing because I want to make it like immersive. I want to do like, you know, I kind of teased it in like the second video I did where I had like a little ESPN clip looking thing. I want to do more stuff like that. I want to do like full press conferences, all that kind of cool shit. But I got to get better at Madden before I do that because after I finish recording, I'm like defeated.
Dude, I'm not starting another Madden series until after the new college football game and the next Madden's out.
Fair.
Because I will entirely be using, because you should be able to upload draft classes from the college game into the being able to do actual scouting by going into the NCAA game and like playing the games and being able to watch. That's going to be so sick. You can go so immersive and stupid.
I'm excited for that too. I also, I'm hoping they do the, I don't know if it was an NCAA 14 or if it's just in that college football revamped, but I've seen people be able to like upload colleges.
Yeah.
And I want to do a Frostburg State series.
Nice.
I
kind of want to do a Wyoming one.
Yeah.
Ooh, so real quick, you said you've watched the top 3 quarterbacks, right?
Yes.
Do you have pro comps for them? And do you do comps the way I do or the way other people seem to? Where you're like actually trying to like gauge how good they're going to be? Because I don't do that. I'm just like, I watch him play. I see this person. Just again, could be better, could be worse. I just see shades of Mitchell Trubisky when I watch this guy. There was one of those. I can't wait for you to figure out who.
I don't like doing pro comps usually.
Sure.
Because it's not that I can't come up with them, but I hate setting that expectation on a player.
Sure.
Because like if I come out and I'm like, okay, Caleb Williams is Patrick Mahomes, for example, then that's setting unreal expectations, and I don't like doing that.
See, mine will get me hate because I went the other way, kind of. My comp for Caleb Williams, he's just Kyler Murray, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. They run the same, they throw the same, they act the same. He's just Kyler Murray. I think he's better than Kyler Murray. And I don't know if he'll be immediately better, but you know what? Like, I think he has the potential to be better.
Yeah.
But it's like when I watch, dude, he's just Kyler Murray, but a little taller.
Yeah, like the top 2, I mean, Drake May is Justin Herbert.
Yep.
With Josh Allen's mentality.
Yep.
Is the way I look at him. Because he's got that Josh Allen, like, not his bozo gene, but like the fuck you gene.
Yeah.
Where, you know, Josh Allen will take off and you just know he's getting the first down no matter what. Or he lets it rip and you just know it's somehow going to get completed. May has a lot of that in his game.
Yep.
So
I have the exact same thing written down. It's just Herbert, kind of Allen.
Right. Herbert with Allen's mentality is the way I describe him. And then Caleb, if I had to say, I would say like a souped up Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
And then I don't.
Jaden Daniels. I don't know if I'm too before your time. Maybe.
Who do you have?
I just see RG3, dude. Entirely. All of it. It's just RG3.
I don't hate that.
And I know people are going to be like, RG3 sucked. It's like, no, RG3 was incredible until his knee exploded. Sorry.
Because the thing is with Jaden Daniels, like his pocket, or not only his pocket presence, but like his processing and his ability to read the field are a lot higher than like the quarterbacks that are usually in that vein of quarterback, like your Fields, For example,
but I think people forget how insanely good at all of it RG3 was.
Right. And that's fair. And I don't remember RG3 in college at all.
Right.
I just remember NFL RG3.
Baylor RG3 hit different, bro.
I couldn't have
Hit
given a fuck
different.
less about college football at that point in my life.
Oh,
Now, when he got drafted, rookie year RG3 was special. I remember rookie RG3. But
Baylor RG3 was like that, but cranked to 11. He was.
did he win the Heisman?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and watch RG3 at Baylor, but I can see, judging off rookie RG3, I can see the vision.
Yeah.
I can definitely see the vision.
For JJ McCarthy, I just have Kirk Cousins.
And that's fair.
He's just Kirk, dude.
I think he needs a lot of work to get there, but
my Bo Nix one is still my favorite because so many people aren't going to get it.
What is it?
Dude, it's just Jeff Garcia.
What a pull.
Thank you.
Jeff Garcia, what a pull.
Oh, dude. I got Michael Penix. His pro comp is Jared Goff.
Okay.
Like, just
okay. I've seen a lot of.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of Penix. I've watched a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what game it was I watched, but I have seen some people say Dak. So Goff is shitty Dak.
Dak, yeah, but like, so my thing is Penix can't handle pressure, like at all.
Okay.
Which is why it's Goff. Because the minute there's pressure, it's Jover.
Right.
Or Goff over.
Jerover.
Spencer Rattler reminds me of Brock Purdy. Like, he just does.
I think I saw.
I have no idea.
I didn't see someone say they reminded me of Brock Purdy. They said he'd be the Brock Purdy of this class.
No, I mean playstyle wise, he's just Brock Purdy.
I haven't watched Rattler at all. So.
Michael Pratt is Taylor Heineke. That's where I was. Yeah,
I like Pratt a little bit. Pratt's got a little something there.
Jordan Travis is Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't watched him yet.
Joe Milton, another early 2000s pull. He reminds me of Dante Culpepper.
Fun fact about, or fun comment about Dante Culpepper. So so you know that Mike Vick tweet I made?
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, cool, new Mike Vick actually wasn't that great graphic just dropped." Yeah. And Drew, God love him, he is a child. He's like 15. He said, I don't know how to react. The stats make him seem like Justin Fields with a lot better PR. I said, Vic was definitely better than Fields, but he's a Madden merchant. And then he said, Mike Vick without Madden 04 is just slightly better Dante Culpepper.
Dante Culpepper was just better.
Uh-huh.
Pre-injury, at least. Once his knee exploded, it was kind of Jover. But pre-injury, Dante Culpepper was the truth, man. This one, oh, yeah. So I'm not going to tell you, but somebody in this class is just Mitch Trubisky. I can't wait for you to figure that out.
Sam Hartman?
Yeah.
Interesting. I have heard
just
really bad
Mitch,
things
dude.
about Sam Hartman. So what do you have written? Have you scouted like fully
yeah,
scouted
like so,
what do you have written down for Hartman?
So you want the good or the bad? Because he like
give me the bad because I want to see how it stacks up with my evaluation of Trubisky.
His like he doesn't give his receivers any chance for yards after the catch. It's always a bad throw, stopping them in their tracks.
Okay.
His mechanics are awful.
Okay.
He pulls and runs way too quickly.
Yes.
He makes one read and just goes, and he's only effective on the move.
Okay.
Like on a bootleg. That is like the majority of my negatives. Like his mechanics suck, but like
I was gonna say Mitch Trubisky was only good when we would roll him out to the right and we run levels concept. So that checks out.
Like he's mobile, he can be pretty accurate. You know,
we'll see.
He's
That's
got a good arm.
Trubisky differ.
No, he can be accurate. Trubisky can be accurate. It's just not often.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Trubisky, I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way, but I'm stealing it from my dad. My dad had the best ever evaluation of Mitch Trubisky. Very simple. He said, whenever I watch quarterbacks, I'm always very engaged with the screen. Whenever Mitch Trubisky lets it rip, my automatic response is...
Yeah.
Because he said every time Trubisky threw the ball, it was either 15. He said, I always knew it was either 15 yards over Allen Robinson's head or 15 yards out of bounds. And he's not wrong.
That's fair. Talia, I think that's how you say his
I
name.
think it's Talia.
Dude, he's just Tua.
That's
He's
great.
just Tua.
I've heard more athletic Tua.
Kinda, but
I've heard
Tua was Tua was an incredible athlete, and then his hip exploded. So
True.
I'm still just going Tua.
That's fair.
He's just like a stockier Tua. He's a little
Is he
bit,
bigger?
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
And then Tanner Mordecai is just Nick
Taller
Mullins.
name.
He's just Nick Mullins.
So he's just every backup that's ever thought he was him.
I was gonna say he's just the most confident 2-star prospect from Wisconsin you've
Right.
ever seen.
Okay. Interesting. Have you only watched quarterbacks then?
Yeah. No, I also watched Trey Benson today. Is that right?
Okay. I was gonna say I've dabbled a little bit all over the place. I really gotta like hone in because what I've been doing is I'll get home from class and I want to watch film and I'll be like, but I don't want to keep watching this guy. I want to watch something different.
Dude, getting through the quarterbacks hurt me.
Yeah, because
dude, they all suck so hard. Like I didn't start enjoying watching quarterbacks until JJ McCarthy.
So
Bo Nix and Penix just pissed me off.
How did you feel about May?
I still think so. Like when I put them into tiers, yeah, I still put May in the Williams tier.
Okay.
But so like I have my tiers set up here actually. So I've got like my best, and that's Williams and May. You've got good, and that's Daniels and McCarthy.
Okay.
And then needs work is Penix and Nix, and then rough, most of them, and then not draftable is Talia, Reed, Slovis,
you
and
don't
Mordecai.
Think Talia is draftable? Oh, that makes me sad.
No. I think Jordan Travis, Spencer Rattler, Joe Milton could all be something, maybe, if given. I think Jordan Travis would be awesome. I don't trust the injury.
Okay.
He's older, and then
he
big
just
injury.
got hurt, right?
Yeah.
That's why Florida State didn't make the playoff and all that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, like, I think I probably would have had Travis above Penix and Nix. Like, actually. Yeah. The injury scares me. That, and just like them, he's a little older. I think it was his knee.
Ooh, that's tough.
But being as, like, how I view him as, like, Russ, if you lose some mobility, you're not going to be as good.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the JJ McCarthy discourse is going to be a little insane this year.
Like when he gets in the league?
I think just leading up to the draft, because it's already insane. Because you have fucking Theo pretending JJ McCarthy is not draftable.
Well,
and then you have people thinking he's a top 5 guy. When in reality, he's the 4th best quarterback in this class, and he's also the youngest. So I get
he's what, 21?
Yeah. So I get the people like, if Minnesota drafts him at 11, that's stupid. Not really. Not if we actually keep Kirk.
Yeah.
Because he's the perfect guy to let sit. Because he'll be Caleb and Drake's age by the time he starts in 2 years. Like, he's so much younger than everybody else that it makes it okay.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Since you've watched them and have a grasp on them and I don't.
Uh-oh.
Outside of the top, we'll say 4. Throw JJ in there.
Yeah.
Who would you rather have? Fields or like Penix and Nix, et cetera, et cetera?
I would rather have Fields.
Good. This pleases me. Price of the brick just went up.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Dude, Penix and Bo Nix are both older. Penix has.
Because Fields is still 24.
Yeah.
Like Fields
they're all the same age.
Yeah, true. Because
like,
I saw something today where a Bears fan posted and said at least my quarterback didn't suck against Michael Penix. And it was Caleb versus Penix, and Caleb had a better game. And then Fields threw like 4 interceptions in his game against Washington. Is that where Penix plays?
Yeah, but I think Penix played somewhere else also. I don't know.
Way.
But yeah, dude, Penix and Nix, their mechanics aren't great. They're afraid of pressure. There's nothing about him that's like a huge redeeming quality. Neither of them have a super plus arm. Neither of them are incredible runners. Like, at least with Fields, he's such a dynamic athlete. You know you're getting that. And I think if you not only have some good pieces in place, but you have a good offensive-minded coach who can kind of make life easier on Fields, I don't think Fields is ever going to be a superstar. Not really. But could you put him in like the tier from last year of like Baker, Brock Purdy, these guys who, like, if you put the situation around them and give them the right coaching, they can be really good. I think he can be that.
Yeah.
Which means realistically there are only two places that Fields should even want to go. I know it's not going to be up to him, but Pittsburgh is not one of the places I'd want to be if I was Fields.
Where's the other one?
The only place he can't go.
I am Minnesota.
They're the only team who can hide his flaws.
I know.
And with an offensive coach that can maybe fix it.
Nobody wants to go to Minnesota.
That's just not true.
It's cold as fuck.
Yeah, but we play in a dome. So Chicago, colder.
Yeah, but like he's still got to live there.
Yeah, but like you can just take the train and never leave your house. It's fine.
He's not taking the train. He's an NFL quarterback.
Keanu Reeves takes the train.
Duncan. Tim Duncan's the only pro athlete that takes the fucking train.
I don't think that's true.
Probably not.
But like, I don't know. I think Minnesota's in a very interesting spot, but I can't wait for the Michael Scott. Well, how the turntables immediately after the Falcons trade for Fields and the Steelers sign Russ, and there's suddenly nowhere for him to go play quarterback. Like, what, Cuzzo? You really want to go to Vegas?
What
is that extra money worth it? Sick then, dude. Deuces, I guess. Fucking moron. But I will immediately start spouting about how Kirk claims to be family friendly, but now he's moving his kids to fucking Vegas. Sure. Real family man there. But also, like, I don't know. Kirk has like talked about how he wants it to be like a I want to play to win. If you want to win, you're not going to fucking Vegas, bro. Let's be real.
True.
So I don't know. I don't know where else would want him if we're being real. Like, Vegas says they do, but that just doesn't make sense from Kirk's perspective. Like, where's he going to go where he has a better chance at winning?
Yeah. It's tough.
So he's going to hate it because Quessie's already said, I'm not giving you fully guaranteed money.
Ooh.
Like Spielman did. Sorry. But that's also the problem, because that's where the hang up is with JJ's contract, is because Quessie doesn't want to give him fully guaranteed money past the first year. Like, no.
Speaking of Minnesota players that are about to hit the open market, did you see the report that the Bears are very interested in Danielle Hunter?
I hate it. Honestly, though, I think Danielle ends up in like Jacksonville if he leaves Minnesota.
Then you think they let Josh Allen go?
No.
You think they afford both of them?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what Jacksonville's cap space is.
I don't either. Like, but I don't know. I've just thought that for a while. I also think, though, I really doubt Danielle leaves.
How much money does Minnesota have?
More than most people think.
Okay.
I think once you do some contract fuckery like every team does, I think we're supposed to be around like 60 mil this year.
If you don't have the money to do it, I don't see why he'd want to leave.
The only person I think that is actually a real like threat to be gone is Kirk. And that's just because I think our front office now actually is just like, we're not going to just let you have what you want. Especially, I think as much as we all talked about how, well, look at Minnesota without Kirk, how bad they were. It's like, to me, that was more of a, we had fucking Nick Mullins and still our offense as a whole had like 7,000 passing yards. I think Kevin O'Connell's looking at it like, I don't need Kirk. I would love Kirk. He's great, but we can make our offense incredible without him.
So if Kirk goes, who do you want at quarterback?
My first one would be Baker. if we're picking up a veteran guy. But honestly, I just want to go draft somebody.
But who would you want to draft? Because McCarthy, you can't play year one.
You could. I don't love that idea.
That's what I'm saying. That's more what I'm getting at. You don't,
yeah.
Ideally, you don't want to play McCarthy year one.
I would love to be able to move up and get Jaden Daniels.
Do you think that's realistic, though?
Yeah.
You think New England would pass on him at 3?
Maybe. New England's weird, and I don't know. Looking at New England, does Jaden fit what they want at all? Because I don't think so.
He's a quarterback that's better than Mac Jones.
Yeah, but I think the Patriots care more about like being able to fit him in their system, and he does not work for anything New England has ever considered
the Patriots of old. Belichick's gone. This is a whole
Belichick's gone. It's just Belichick light now. Cool.
Well,
I think the Patriots are.
Put it this way.
Yeah.
Put it this way. Top 3 picks: Caleb, Drake, whoever takes them. 3, New England goes with Marv. Do you think the Cardinals would trade down?
No. Well, if Marv is gone, then yes. I think
you don't think they just take Neighbors or take Bowers, or I guess not Bowers because they've got Trey McBride. Take one of the offensive linemen.
I think they would look at the board and assume that either one of those good receivers or one of the 4 fucking awesome tackles in this class will still be there at 11.
I was going to say,
plus you get even more ammo.
Receivers lasting beyond.
Also, this receiver class seems so deep. I obviously have not gotten that far into it.
I've done preliminary research on Roma Dunze. You want to talk about a pro comp? Just from watching one game of Roma Dunze, you know who he reminds me of a lot?
No.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Interesting.
In the best way possible. I'm talking Chicago Alshon, when he was good, not whatever that monstrosity in Philadelphia was.
Hey, he won a Super Bowl.
Kind of. But like when Alshon was like the most sure-handed receiver in football in Chicago and was tearing up the league next to Brandon Marshall, that's what I see in Roma Dunze. Mind you, that's from watching 2 games of him, but he reminds me so much of him. And listen, I'm telling you, he's probably not better than Neighbors, and he's definitely not better than Marv, but I think Rome's my favorite receiver in this class. And if he falls to Chicago with their 2nd pick, I would do unspeakable things.
Nice.
Caleb or May, whoever it may be, to DJ, Rome, and Cole would feed families for generations. I'm so here.
I don't know for the Bears, man. So are you sold on which guy ended up being your actual left tackle, Braxton Jones?
Yeah.
My head went Larry Borum for a second. I don't know why.
I'm kind of hoping he's not with the team after this year.
Are you sold on Braxton? Like if Olu or Alt is there, can you really pass?
If Neighbors or Dunze are there, yes. I'm confident in Braxton to that point.
Okay.
Now, if they're both gone, which is definitely possible, then yeah, I'd consider Alt or Olu. Granted, again, this is just going off what I've heard of them. I haven't actually watched them. I've heard Olu has no idea how to run block, which worries me. Because you know me, I don't like tackles that can't run block. If you can't, that's why Darnell Wright was my OT1, because he was a mauler in the fucking run game.
Yeah.
On top of having really good ability in pass pro. And by the way, to everyone out there who doubted me, Darnell Wright was the best rookie tackle in football this year. So fuck you. But yeah, no, I like Brax. He got hurt. Like he had a pretty severe neck injury last year. He came back and played good though. So I'm not super worried about him. I would have liked to have watched him play more, but you know, what are you going to do? So unless you think that injury is going to be like a long-term thing, which I don't think it's supposed to be, then I'm cool with it. I'm more worried about the interior of the line because Tevin Jenkins and Nate Davis both have struggled with injury. You need a center. You just cut Cody Whitehair. Like, I'm more worried about that. Hell, bold take for you. If both those receivers are gone, I wouldn't be upset at trading down and taking Jackson Powers Johnson late in the 1st. Like trading way down if somebody wants to jump up and taking the center from Oregon, because that kid's supposed to be fucking absurd. Because I have seen many people call him a first round talent at center, which is unheard of.
Real quick, do you know Jalen Johnson's Twitter handle?
NBA XJ, I think.
Okay, so that is him. He officially will not be a Bear, at least according to you.
Why? Because you said LeBron's better. I saw that.
He knows ball.
He's young, naive.
Oh, so why are you shitting all over Scottie Pippen for matching MJ's energy of just shitting on his former teammates? Because that's all MJ has been, is a shitty teammate his whole life.
Steve Kerr would tell you otherwise, and Steve Kerr literally got punched in the face by Jordan. So
I don't trust Steve Kerr's opinion on anything. Did you see
what he named his son? I trust Steve Kerr's opinion way more than I trust Scottie Pippen's.
Did you see what Steve named his own son?
I mean, yeah, that was a low IQ move, but like Steve Kerr outside of that is an incredibly intelligent and socially adept person. So like I trust Steve Kerr's opinion way more than I trust fucking Farm Boy.
No, I'm sorry. Fucking MJ ran an entire documentary whose entire goal was to shit on Scottie Pippen.
The entire goal of the documentary was to gas himself up, not shit
on Scottie Pippen.
That was, I mean, that
because
happened,
MJ's been so insecure about the fact that he never won a playoff game without Scottie that he's got a shit all over
Not at
him.
all what happened. Scottie Pippen was Jordan was upset that Scottie Pippen was a baby when they played, or he would call Pippen a baby. Pippen was rightfully upset that he wasn't getting paid enough, but he signed the contract that he wasn't getting paid enough for.
That's
so
fair. No, I get it.
You know the story. He signed a fucking 7-year deal. After his rookie deal and got paid nothing. The owner of the Bulls told Homeboy not to sign it, and he still did it.
Yeah.
At a certain point, you gotta,
Dude, did you see I've given up. I don't care enough about MJ. He does not live rent free in my head. He doesn't exist up there most of the time. Did you see the thing about Adrian Peterson?
I did. I was gonna ask you about that because that shit's sad.
Dude, that's so fucked.
Use your subathon money. Go buy his MVP award.
No, he's not selling them. That's the people running the estate sale just decided they were selling them without his permission. He made a whole video addressing it. He's like, this
I didn't see that.
Isn't happening.
The post I saw said that he was.
Yeah, the report was that he was doing it, but he made his own Twitter video.
I thought he was OJing himself.
No. So yeah, I don't know. Now we do all know Adrian Peterson is broke.
Yes.
Not for shitty reason, not for him being shitty reasons, because a lot of people who lose their money, it's just a bunch of really stupid decisions.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson. So he, in his video, he was like, I want to emphasize that I am financially stable and would never sell all of my hard-earned trophies. That was one of his things. The biggest issue, he was told, I don't know if it was a financial firm or just people that were supposed to put all of his money into different, stocks, bonds, all sorts of shit. Yeah. And they just took it. That's what happened with most of his money. It's that's just the worst. People taking advantage of dude who doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either. Yeah. I'd totally be like, yes, if you know how to do this, please handle it.
Should have entrusted Kari Blasingame.
True.
Who unironically does know about that shit.
Really?
I'd love to ask him about that sometime.
Same.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hopefully I'm not sick if that becomes a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I want to clarify recent rumors and media reports. An estate sale copying without my authorization included some of my trophies in the sale, despite clear instructions to leave personal items untouched. I did not authorize the sale of any of my trophies, and I will be taking legal action.
That's fucked.
Trusting this company without supervision was my mistake. We allowed them to go into several of our storage units with clear instructions. They clearly did something unlawful. I want to emphasize that I am financially stable and will never sell off any of my hard-earned trophies.
Understandable.
Poor AP.
Totally unrelated, but speaking of fuck, do you want to hear something sad?
Hit me.
So it's past midnight on the East Coast, which means it's officially my birthday. Do you want to know who the first person to tell me happy birthday was?
Who?
Grayson.
That's unfortunate. No, I was the first person to tell you happy birthday. He texted it to you. I just said it live on the show.
Yes, true.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
No, it doesn't.
Because, so realistically, I wouldn't have thought about it for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's still yesterday for me.
So and then Hammy also.
There you go.
God.
This is what your life has come to. Getting texts from Grayson at midnight. How you feeling?
I give up.
Ugh.
It's Mahover.
Jover. Kirkover.
So what else is there to talk about?
Oh, I was going to bring up, we are basically done, but
yeah.
Do you know of all the teams rumored to get new uniforms?
I've seen some stuff, but I can't remember anybody.
So the Texans are officially getting new uniforms, which is dope.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to hate them because they still aren't going Houston blue. They're sticking with fucking navy, and I hate it. The Broncos are rumored to. They probably will, but it could also be next year. Not 100% sure.
Huh. Okay.
I hate them also because they're sticking with navy blue. Stop trying to be the Bears. Go back to the powder blue, you bastards.
They want to be us. They want to be us.
I don't know why.
Because we have the purtiest uniforms in all of football.
No. Oh, you did say purtiest, which means the most mid. I can agree.
No.
Haha, bro lost. It's all right. The Vikings uniforms aren't that great.
An act of terror.
The Jets are getting new uniforms, kind of. They're going. So they're keeping their throwbacks from last year, the New York Sack Exchange throwbacks.
Ooh,
those are just their new away unis. That's just their new whites. And they're redoing those for the green and the black, I'm assuming, because they've talked about just keeping that modern classic.
Yes, real football.
Now the Vikings just need to do that with their classics. Just make those the currents. God damn it, you bastards.
You know what I need the Bears to do? Have
Retire.
No. Do you remember the Bears uniforms where they had like the orange block letters?
Yes.
The letters were all orange. I need the orange uniforms to get tossed out and replaced with those. Not even because I dislike the orange. Those are just my favorite jerseys of all time ever.
You're not the Browns. Get over it.
I need
Bengals.
I need the block letters back so bad.
That's
like everyone's Bears fans are raving about, I want a polar bear uniform. I want a polar bear uniform. I want the block letters back. That's what I want. Because you know who I think of when I think of those jerseys? I think of Brian Urlacher and I think of Kyle Long, and I miss
I'm
that.
sorry. What do you think about Brian Urlacher?
What do I think about Brian Urlacher?
No, I said that you think about him. I'm sorry.
Well, Brian Urlacher only ever played football. He never did anything else.
So the Lions are probably going to get new uniforms, and if they don't add the black accents back, fire them into the sun.
I hope they do more gray.
Why do you want bad uniforms?
Because it's the Lions.
Yeah, but dude, I just want every Sunday to be watchable, which means the NFL needs to hire me.
True.
Specifically, let me pick the uniform matchups every week and make sure they don't look bad. Why the fuck am I seeing the Broncos go all navy and then the Vikings wear their purple pants? That doesn't make sense. That's too much. They needed to go all white to make it okay and balance. There's just zero care put into like what uniforms people are wearing at all times, and it annoys me. I think it would be such better. The fact that the Seahawks ever were allowed to wear those highlighter green pieces of shit hurts my soul.
I love the highlighter green though.
Going highlighter green top and bottom is awful. Pick one.
I do like it when they split it up. The highlighter green with the blue pants goes kind of crazy.
Only legal way to do it.
The only legal way to do it.
Yeah, the other way is illegal, and why Pete Carroll lost his job.
The highlighter green unis remind me of. Remember when Color Rush jerseys were a big thing?
Well, yeah, those were their color.
No,
rush
I know,
jerseys.
but I'm saying everybody hated the Bears because it was just navy on navy. So a bunch of fans were like, "We need all orange uniforms," and that's all I could think about was orange highlighters.
Oh God,
Would have been
no!
horrific.
Trying to think. I need the Bills to just add a second shell already because the NFL's weird rule of only having 2 different helmets. The Bills need a red one already.
Yeah.
Go back to the red, you bastards.
The Bills need to tell Josh Allen to break up with his girlfriend.
Trying to think, what other uniform what other team am I forgetting that's getting? The Jaguars need new uniforms. They did this thing. What's up?
I was going to say hot take. I want them to go back to the Blake Bortles era uniform.
I loved the dual tone helmet. I genuinely did.
The helmet was cool, but I liked the jerseys. They were goofy and I loved them.
See, that's the thing. They went too far one direction and fans hated it. So they overcorrected and went too far into the basic, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Because there's not even accent colors. Their jerseys are just solid white with black letters, solid teal with white letters. Like just an accent color somewhere. Where is the gold, Jacksonville? That's part of your colors. Why is it nowhere to be found? I don't understand.
I wish the Jaguars would just go back straight up to like the Fred Miller days. Or Fred Taylor, not Fred Miller.
I agree. Those were good.
Fred, I was reading my phone and I saw
was reading his own name.
Yeah, it threw me off. But Fred Taylor, the Fred Taylor days when they were like the teal, like the pure teal. I know the Jaguars kind of brought that back a little bit, but I wanted to be like full scent.
Their teal's also not right now, and it hurts my soul.
Yeah.
It needs to be a better teal. The Titans are rumored to maybe get new uniforms, and I love that idea because they're just awful. Oh, and the Seahawks are rumored.
Ooh.
Which would probably just be going like the throwback, but I think a modern throwback for them for home and away. Even a modern throwback highlighter would be sick. I could cook with it. You know who else should get new uniforms?
Who?
Washington. They should just change the name and the uniform fucking again.
They could be the Washington Demon Cats.
I still think the Red Wolves makes the most sense and would be so sick.
I still think Commies is pretty funny.
I know, but I hate it because it's such a shit name.
Yeah.
Like, it would be funny if they would just lean into it and every year, week 18, Commies, Patriots, and the Cold War. That's the only way to... Cold War. I still think week 18 should... Maybe not week 18, but like that extra game should just be dedicated. We talked about this to like a rivalry that doesn't actually exist, but like kind of exists. So like
manufacturing a rivalry.
Right? Like Raiders Niners was always like a rivalry because of the Bay.
See, I was Raiders thinking Niners Cowboys.
No, Cowboys Texans. It's the Texas Bowl.
Yeah, but Niners Cowboys from the 90s.
Also has to go cross conference. That's the other like.
Oh, that's right.
And then you go Bills Vikings because both teams lost 4 Super Bowls and haven't won one. So battle of the biggest losers.
Or they're just cold.
True. And like most of them, it just fits like because there are 2 teams in a state or sometimes 4. Or like for Florida, you have what did I have it as? It was Bucks, Dolphins, and then Jaguars, Panthers. Because that all works out. I had a whole thing figured out. All of them were perfect. You go Denver and Seattle every year because they used to be huge rivals because they used to be in the same division. Chiefs is always tough because they're kind of surrounded by nobody. Though
at this rate, low-key Chiefs Niners.
And if they weren't already 2 teams in LA, the real answer would be Rams. Because it used to be Missouri and Missouri. Which it's wild that Missouri had multiple NFL teams. Fucking Missouri. Oh, that's incredible. But yeah, I think that would be a cool way to do it. I don't know. I'm just ready for free agency to start so I can start getting cheap jerseys again.
Yeah.
I need some more dudes to leave their teams.
That
can't
Daniil
wait.
Hunter jersey going on sale is going to hit like crack for you.
It's not going to go on sale.
Yeah, they're just going to keep it at full price to be an asshole.
Probably. It's what they did with everybody else's. I think Thielen's jersey still costs $120.
Damn.
Oh,
I'm
ridiculous.
excited for agency to start because I want content.
True. We are severely lacking. If you made it this far into this episode somehow, you are a real G.
Hammy and Grayson and Jedi. We know
real
you three
Gs.
are here, and that's it.
They move in silence like lasagna.
You're the only three.
If you made it this far, comment Daniil Hunter is lasagna, and we'll
I was
know.
going to say comment feastable.
Oh, true. Comment Feastable. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Not sponsored.
Could be, though. Mr. Beast,
Jimmy.
reach out. True. Jimmy?
So one market you haven't delved into.
Sports.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. All right. I don't know. Go follow us all the places.
All of the places, including YouTube, otherwise for us.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, rate and review, all that fun stuff. Leave comments, leave likes.
Add us on LinkedIn. Add us to
True.
your networks.
Yeah.
Put us in your top 8 on MySpace.
Don't forget to leave a review on IMDb.
Focus in
Wait,
Facebook Messenger.
Does Run the North have an IMDb page? I know the Scuffed Ass podcast does, which is fucking incredible.
I don't know if we do. Let's see here. What other apps are there? Leave us 5 stars on Yelp. And also a good verbal review. Specifically on Yelp. Flawless and greater than great.
Don't forget to follow us on Threads. Forgot about that app for no shot. There's no shot. Yeah.
Add me on Steam. Bear School 22.
Bro's on Steam now. Incredible.
What else?
Definitely head to the geekslays.com and I don't know, enjoy everything that goes on over on that website.
Subscribe to me on YouTube. Billy
True.
Football.
But yeah, I think that's probably enough of us yapping. So
probably
we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week where hopefully there's a real show to be had and not whatever the fuck this was.
Yeah.
Miller, enjoy uploading and thumbnailing and titling this because
I'll be doing that.
I'm going to bed. My throat hurts.
I'm going to go wallow in self-pity as I continue my rotations around the earth.
I understand. I would also be doing that if I wasn't too busy trying not to die.
Say your thing.
Oh, yeah.